Hey y'all, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a great day. We are watching football. Well, I was, but I came in here to talk to y'all for a minute. But we're watching the Titans game, Tennessee Titans and everything. And I just want to ask y'all, like, when you're around people, do you like get really uncomfortable a lot? And even like if it's someone like you could consider a friend or something, do you just feel like you never fit in like anywhere really? Like a lot of times you don't even know how to start a conversation. Do you? Do y'all ever feel that way? Hey, cool gamer. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Like I always feel like no matter what, like a lot of times I feel like alone even when I'm around people and I don't know really how to like start conversations really good. I feel like I don't know, it's weird, but I always feel like no matter where I'm at, I don't fit in. So I was thinking about that. It's like, dang, like I just wish I could fit in, but it's all right. I mean, nobody really ever says like anything to me about it, but usually I'll just like when I'm around people, I will just like either sit or stand there and like not say a freaking word a lot of times, unless they like start talking to me or something. And it's not because I'm being rude or anything. It's just I get real nervous. And here lately, um, I don't know. When I've gotten around people, it's gotten worse. Like my chest has been feeling like really, really heavy, like and tight and all that. Sorry, but my anxiety and stuff. That's what I reckon is from my anxiety. Like, but it's been like extra, extra heavy, and I just have to keep telling myself to breathe. But I've also been like, I don't know, it's weird. I've been having this pain going down my arm and stuff. Like the day before yesterday, my chest, and even this morning, it was for hours and hours, and finally it would ease off. But it's weird and crazy. But let me know in the comments, like, do y'all ever feel alone? Hey, honey. How are you doing? You want to come up? My anxiety has been acting up too. Yeah, big homie, it's crazy. Like, well, like, my heart rate is always extremely high. They have me on medicine to try to slow my heart rate down because I have problems. And, it really doesn't work. But here lately, my anxiety has been so high. Like, I feel like my heart is literally going to come out of my chest and land in someone's arm or something. Because my chest has been so, so heavy. Leah, do you want to come up here? But yeah, it's been real heavy. And then I got on here the other day, y'all, and I just want to explain why I didn't get on yesterday. When I got off here the other day, because I wasn't feeling well that day, well, about within just a few minutes after I got off, I got so freaking sick. Okay, go get your coffee. I'm probably gonna get me a Dr. Pepper. But I got so sick, and then I ended up going to bed, and I was just sweating. It was awful. I felt horrible. My body was aching and everything. And then I relaxed yesterday because I was still feeling rough and everything. And by last night, I started feeling better. So I'm guessing it was like a 24-hour virus or something. And Then today, I was actually going to do a live earlier as well, but we have a pipe underground somewhere broke, so we've been dealing with that all day. I've been a plumber all day. It seems like, well, under the sink. But yeah, I've been feeling the same way lately too. I'm on meds now though, going to the doctor to get my blood pressure checked this week. Yeah, you need to get your pressure checked. You really do. Um, Make sure they check your sugar too, because I I mean, even though I'm on meds and stuff, but I'm not on meds for sugar. I Whenever I was sick, like that awful crap I had a few weeks ago, I had to go to I went to the doctor, and then I was feeling like my sugar was messing up a lot. I would start sweating, getting dizzy feeling and everything. And they tested my sugar for me because I made an appointment, and they said I'm on borderline, so they ain't put me on medicine for it yet, but you need to exercise, or you need to do this. Diabetes runs. Oh, see, it runs in my family too. Last time what they said it was high. Was it your sugar they said was high, or was it your blood pressure? See, mine was high back in June, and the doctor didn't even tell me, y'all. I have the thing. It's like a portal, and you can log in and see your info and all that. Well, I was going looking at my blood work, and my sugar level. I mean, it wasn't high, but it was high because it even said, next to it, like all the results and all that. But the doctor never talked to me about it. But the past few years, have noticed my sugar messing up. And when I had this one job, this lady actually that worked there, she used to test my sugar for me, and it would be sometimes off the wall. So I think it's just, I don't know. I hope that's not what made me sick the other night, honestly. They said blood pressure was high, but I'm going to get. Okay, yeah, make sure you get checked because that can be dangerous. They got me. That's what they kind of got me on. It's like blood pressure medicine, kind of, but it lowers your blood pressure. I guess maybe it's to lower your heartbeat, but it says it's the medicine that they got me on. It's supposed to reduce or something like that the risk of keep you from heart attack, stroke, stuff like that. Because that's what I'm on the verge of is a stroke, is what they say. So, I mean, I don't know. But I don't know how else to slow my heart rate because, and they say exercise or whatever will help, if the blah, with diabetes or whatever. But how the hell am I going to exercise? Because every time I try, my heart rate gets worse. Like when I walk and stuff, my heart rate gets really bad. And I think I tried to tell them because I have had blood clots in my lungs, and I think that it's from that. Even though they don't, I guess they probably don't believe like you can be scarred from blood clots in your lungs. I'm not sure, but I really think it's from having blood clots in my lungs. And I've also went into congestive heart failure before. So, but they don't get that. It's hard for me to exercise, like doing certain things because my heart gets really bad. Whenever I eat a bunch of candy, I notice I start to feel bad and get sweaty. They said blood pressure was high, but I'm going to get. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, you need be careful. I've been trying to lay off sweets so much, but see, when I got sick the other day too, I had a Coke too, and that's actually, I almost wonder if that's what made me sick. I don't know if you can throw up from diabetes or sugar, but I'm not sure if that's really what it was or if it's just was a 24-hour virus, but I sweat a lot and get dizzy and my head starts feeling funny and everything. And I know I have a feeling it's my sugar whenever it's doing that. But but yeah, we had a family emergency the other day and we had to go over there and I was around people and I mean it wasn't a good family emergency. I'll just say that. I mean it wasn't like fighting and stuff. I'm not going to talk about it, but I was like around everybody and I was just standing there and I did not know what to say or anything. Like I don't know. I felt so uncomfortable. And I always feel like that. And even in public lately, I have been feeling like I don't want to be around nobody, which I've been like that a lot, for years, like going out in public and stuff. I can't handle it. It's like I feel like I'm gonna just stroke out or something. You get real dizzy. Oh yeah, you that's not good. I feel the same way. I feel awkward sometimes. Yeah. And I don't I wonder what causes us to feel that way. Like being in a room and not feeling like fitting in with others or you could have somebody sitting right next to you and it's like you don't even want to talk to them. Other Titans are winning. And I've also been feeling like real angry on the inside lately. And it's anxiety. Yeah, I think it is too. And I think my anxiety here lately, because the way my chest has been feeling, like the way my chest has been feeling, it's actually been kind of scary to me, the feeling of it. But I don't say nothing to nobody. I just deal with it. But it's almost like my anger too, mixed with my anxiety lately, because I hold everything in. So I think it's like just getting to me really bad. And lately it's been real bad. And I don't know why. I don't know. Though I wonder, besides anxiety, like, I wonder if there's a name for that. Like, not like you always feel lonely, like you don't fit in. Like, even at home here, I'll sit there and a lot of times I'll just be quiet and just sit there or play a game on my phone. Like, I don't really talk. And like, I know a lot of it, is things I went through, but then I used to like enjoy driving around and stuff. And then for years now, it's like I've struggled with, like, I don't want to go nowhere. I just want to be home. And I don't know. I think sometimes, like, my daughter today, she has a little friend staying for the weekend, and she wanted just to go to Walmart. And I was like, what do you want to go to Walmart for, And she's like, it's so boring. But I told her, I said, no, I'm not going to Walmart to walk around just because you're bored. Like, there's things you can do around here. So I was like, go make sure the goats have water. Give her something to do because she always thinks for some reason when she has a friend over, I'm supposed to be the one to entertain them. And how the heck am I going to entertain them? I don't do nothing. So I don't know. It's just been rough lately, y'all, and I wanted to see if anybody else has been feeling like that, like worse about it lately, because I've noticed I've been real bad about it lately, and I don't know how to like overcome that. And that's also like, you're back. You want me to send you the link? Oh, hold on, I'm pushing buttons. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Uh, post. Okay. But yeah, it's been, and I think from the holidays and everything, the way the stores was, I think it made it a lot worse. Like, I don't know, 'cause it was so packed in stores and stuff, and I think a lot of us are still trying to overcome like all the holiday stress and everything else and get back to, I don't know, can't say normal 'cause I ain't nothing normal to me. I honestly always wonder what the hell normal is 'cause I don't know. Oh, so my husband, when we were sitting down eating supper, he was telling us, I was the thing I talked about on here before where that cop did that with, traveled and unalived the 15-year-old's family and was kidnapping her and, all that. Well, I was playing the video. We were talking about it with my daughter's friend and stuff, but my husband came. He said, "Oh, Leah's back there. Hold on one second." Hey, Leah.
Hello, I'm just taking a bite of toast.
About a toast.
You caught me when I was sitting back here. I was going to say I'm at the back. Then I thought, oh no, I'll just have a feed.
I know I'm sitting there. I'm just doing circles around the kitchen, honestly, talking.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to put up the butter and stuff that the kids left on the table. But Kenny said that there was a guy, I guess he was like pulling over females, and I'm not sure exactly like what his plan was with these females. I mean, I think he probably was wanting to R them, but he was trying to pull over these females and stuff, and he started to get caught in North Carolina, but then he traveled to Tennessee and tried to do it here, and then he went back to North Carolina and they busted him.
Like a false police officer, false cop.
hmm
Oh, stuff that.
I was like, my lord. I was telling him I remember back in the day. It was actually when I was a teenager or maybe younger, but we had cops out here, real cops, trying to when they would pull females over. There was a couple and of cops that would do it and would be like, if you meet me, if you agree to meet me, like I won't give you a ticket and stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of corrupt ones around,
Yep.
and then when you find out they, like, say they get caught and there's a police inquiry, then they'll try and cover it up. And they won't tell you exactly all of what they've done.
Yep. Uh,
Hello,
I'm gonna
big
get me a Dr.
homie.
Pepper.
How are
Oh,
you?
what'd you say?
No, I was talking to big homie saying hello.
Oh, is he typing? Cause I can't. It's not showing up any.
No.
Oh, okay. It looks like it might be just me and you in here. It says just two people. I'm not sure
Oh,
if it's just YouTube or what. But Leah, do you ever feel like that? Just alone, even when you're around people and like you don't fit in?
yeah. That's why I don't really go anywhere.
Yeah, same here. Whew.
But if I have someone with me that I know and meet new people, then I'm easy to talk to them.
Like you
But when
feel
I'm
more
just,
comfortable.
yeah, when I'm just by myself, it's like, no, I'm not.
It makes it worse.
Yeah, but then I think to myself, like on Christmas Day, we had a good time, and I met my sister's husband's cousin, and usually I'd be quiet, and I started actually conversating with her, and it was good. She had a lot of the same things that I had. It's amazing if you just open up to people. So I try and do that now, because when I was a kid, I would always be quiet.
I don't know what the problem is, why you run out.
When you was a kid, you was quiet.
2 or 3 days
Yeah.
prescription too.
See, when I was always wanting to be out climbing trees or swimming or going to the park.
Oh
And I
yeah,
had a next door neighbor, and she was my best friend, and I would
yeah.
always be at her house playing.
Oh no, we used to go on adventures and everything. Get on our bikes and
Yeah,
ride for the whole day. Take, if we could, take something to drink, and if we didn't have anything to drink, we'd stop and we'd knock on the door and ask for a drink of water out of their hose. But
yeah,
most people would just give us a drink in a glass, because we'd say, "Is it all right if we can just have a drink out of your hose? We're thirsty." So we weren't trying to steal from them or anything. We were genuinely thirsty.
yeah,
Now
yeah. We
they
used
use
to
it
do
these
that.
now they use that these days to get into people's houses,
Yep,
especially with old people. They've been trying that, asking for a drink, and
yep.
then they get in there and bash them and rob them.
Yeah, I was watching doorbell ring videos, and like some people, they would knock on the door and like ask, "Can I use your phone? I'm broke down," or "I need a jump," just to get into their house to do whatever they
Yeah,
want to do.
I
That's
was just
scary.
I was just watching the ones on Facebook that were for this area here, crime, whatever,
Oh,
crime, and I seen a whole lot of those doorbell
mm,
or camera where they're creeping in and they're trying to unlock their cars and things like that.
that's
I was
crazy.
thinking, oh, and there was even a little kid with them.
Yeah,
Hello,
some people
Troy.
will do that.
That's your name, hey? Soldier Poet.
Hey,
It's
how are
Troy,
you?
hey? Yeah.
Yeah, you doing all right? Yeah, those doorbell ring cameras,
But I
they can
hear that
catch a lot.
because I can hear if I'm awake late at night, say I've gone to sleep and then woke up, I hear a car driving slow and I'm thinking, oh, what's going on? Like, and what they do is they get it out of the car and they go check the doors and the houses, the car doors, and then if the alarm comes on or a light or something, they quickly run off and jump back in the car. How
Mm,
stupid! They wait in a car outside of the house as if you can't hear them.
bunch of dum dums.
Mm.
I tell you, we were talking like you just can't trust this world anyway, no matter where you go.
Usually if I take some around 1200 in the morning, 1200
Uh,
That's that's right. The world ain't what it used to be.
mhm. That's why I always try to tell the kids this. It's not safe, you know. And sometimes, like, of course, she'll be like, one of them be like, "Well, you did it when you was little," but I'm like, that's different. Like,
The times were different then, and like the times were different for me than what they were for you.
yep.
Because that's a different generation.
But I mean, even whenever I was young, you know, stuff still happened. I mean, you didn't hear about it
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you do now. But I mean, I went through stuff, not just at that particular place but
yeah,
out there I went through stuff. I remember running from being kidnapped from well, he didn't kidnap me. He was trying to kidnap me and my cousins, and we were running for our life to my sister's apartment.
oh my goodness.
And
See, but it was worse there for crime than it was in Australia back
oh yeah,
then.
I'm
Because
sure.
starting to catch up, but it's still not as bad as what you've got it.
Mhm. Yes.
Uh,
Oh, sorry, Leah. I was going to answer Troy real quick. Those Ring videos are scary. Sometimes I will watch them whenever I lay down in bed. I'll put my ear thing in and watch them, and I'm like, oh my God, and it's dark. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh God, what if somebody's out there?
oh, yeah, because you're out there by yourself. But when you're in a suburb and you can run outside and yell out, help, they probably wouldn't help me. They'd probably say, oh, it's
Fend for
only them
yourself.
across the road.
It's
No,
just the
my
Wombas.
neighbours would help. Yeah, it's just Wombersville. We say Wombersville, or if you're talking about a girl, we'd say, oh, who? Wombelina.
Wombalina. Oh, that's cute. I want to make a lot of Wamba shirt. I wonder how many people would want a Wamba shirt.
Troy, if you don't know, Womba means silly in the head. It's an Aboriginal Aboriginal word that we use.
Watch out, a Wamba. There are some real
Yeah,
freaks and perverts walking the streets in America. Yes, there is. I told the kids it was I think last weekend or the weekend before. I went by the mall because there's a coin place in there.
yeah,
Like it's a jewelry place, but they buy coins too. So I went to ask what kind of coins because I go crazy going through my coins looking for errors or something like that. Well, it's from they only buy certain ones, and I went through every freaking coin I have, and I didn't have one single one that they would buy.
yeah.
It's like silver. The silver ones is the ones they want. So I was like, how do I not have that here? So I don't know, but what I was getting to was I was telling the kids because I don't keep nothing from them because I
Yeah.
don't want them to think, even though they still think, well, I can fight them off or whatever. I'm like, I guarantee you, we have walked by several perverts, nasty people that you know what I mean. I was like, I guarantee you,
Yeah.
every store we go to or anything, you have walked by one. Because that's how bad this world is. It's
You
nasty.
watch them. You watch them in the. You watch them in the shops, like especially when I've got Talia with me, and I look around and I'm looking at all the old scumbags staring at her, and I feel, and then they look at me and I give them daggers, and then they quickly
Yeah,
turn away.
yeah. I catch them, older ones. I've caught a few looking at my 15-year-old, and
Mm,
because she looks older, a little older maybe. I mean, but you can tell by looking at her face and how she acts. She's a
yeah,
freaking
yeah,
kid.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I've caught several older men looking at her. And there's one time at the gas station, there was some Hispanics, and they were, you know, saying whatever they're saying to each other and watching her walk back to the car. And I got out. I got out,
Oh
and I
yeah.
even went into the store and I said something to them because it just was like anger went over me. And I was like, oh, hell no.
Oh my goodness, they're starting again. Notice every time we talk, there's some kind of a sex thing on there. Look, find yourself a hot girl here.
Those people are crazy.
Oh, piss off, you perverts. See, Troy, talk about them and they'll come.
I know. We sit here talking about that stuff, and here they come. Nasty people. Weirdos. Ugh. Ain't that crazy? It's almost like it picks up that you're saying something.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, how are you? Wait, is it Amy? Wait, which
Yeah,
one?
I think it is.
Am I right?
Yeah, it's
Hell
Amy.
yeah. Sorry.
Hi. Yeah.
I love her name, Legendary Beauty. I love it. I always sit and think, should I change my name on the channel? Because, like, I try to think of, like, a better channel name. Because I just think talking life, I mean, I do just talk about life stuff a lot, or just talk, but I don't know. I feel like it's a weird name when I sit and think about it.
I
Like,
changed mine from my name. How I just had my name on there.
yeah, I've seen that.
And yeah. And I was thinking, oh shit. Because it was you just on the spot. What'll I say? What'll I do? So I just
Yeah,
did that. I
just
might change it again.
just came in to give some love. Oh, thank you, honey.
Yes, thanks.
I hope you're doing good. But yeah, I also okay, so I've been trying to design a logo thing, and I have the image in my head, like that one image I found I can't use because I guess somebody because I got it from somebody else that drew it, I guess maybe they own it, I'm not sure. But I'm not going to be able to use it, I don't believe. Even though I've not been told that, I just don't want to take that chance. I try to figure out how to edit it and make it into my own thing, like do certain different things to it. But I'm not like a, uh, what do you call them? The people that can draw, like an artist?
What about your kids? Can they draw?
No.
Well, you could probably go in there with that software and change a shape or something, take something out, and then it's
Yeah,
not
I
right
just don't
then.
know how to do that.
Yeah.
I've tried, I can't figure it out. So I don't know.
I'm finding some good information, so I'll pass it on to you.
Hey, mate.
Okay, thank you.
G'day, mate. I can hear you. I've got earphones on.
She can hear you. She's got earphones on. Is that
I
Milk Matt?
heard, I heard your conversation out back there. Stop running me down, eh?
In the background? In there?
Yeah.
Cute.
Yep.
Hey, sorry about that. I
Oh,
get
that's
excited. I get excited.
that's okay. It's good.
Great Aussie greeting. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, g'day, mate. How you going?
That's what him and her can be talking on the phone. And they always, good day, mate. Ugh.
Say Aussie.
From that gold.
Say what?
Tell him to say Aussie, and you say Aussie.
Say Aussie.
Aussie.
How
Aussie.
come? How come when you read it, you say a lot of Americans say Aussie.
I say Aussie. Like, but the Z is the way I say it kind of sounds like a Z.
Yeah. The way I say it sounds like a Z. Aussie.
Yeah, but when I see a lot of people, even when they come over here, they must see when you I've got the blahs today. When you read the word, it's got two S's in it, and they must think that you got
That's
to
how you
say
pronounce it.
Aussie. Yeah. Say how do you say? Oh, you will say it the same. How do you say emu?
Emu?
Yeah.
Emu.
See, you say emu, how it looks like it would sound, but it's not. It's emu.
Emu.
Yep.
I say emu.
Hi, Dean.
Emu.
Well, I got a
Let's think of another word. I want to learn
Australian lesson learned today. I'm ready for Australia, Mike.
this. Wouldn't that be fun?
When you were talking about how they were with freaky people over there, a couple of would have been more. So about 20 years ago, my son's friend in high school, his family went to Los Angeles,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
and he rang me up from over there, and I said, "Yeah, how you going?" I thought he was just, in town because he'd come and stay over our house and stuff like that for my son. And he goes, "You wouldn't believe where I am." I said, "Where?" He said, "I'm in America." I said, "Oh, bullshit. Stop telling lies." And they went on a family trip or whatever.
Oh wow.
And he said he was sitting outside of, because he was 18, he was sitting outside of a place on the ground having a cigarette, and someone walked past him. He just said, "Oh, how you going?" And he reckoned they had a long coat on, and they showed him a gun. He goes, "Oh shit!" Quickly put it out and went inside. It's not like Australia.
Oh my god. You've never been to America, right?
No,
So
never.
I wonder how he liked Los Angeles. I heard out that in California and stuff, there's a lot. It's a lot different there. Like you can't use plastic bags, all kinds of stuff.
You know what they've made here now? You
What?
can't have um, plastic forks and spoons and that anymore. They make it out of bamboo. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. No more plastic plates. They're made out of that thicker cardboardy stuff. And that's
Oh
just
shit,
happened just recently. They're ridiculous.
that's crazy. I like getting plastic spoons and forks, like especially when you go camping.
Yeah. They give
Ugh.
you these wood things, which of course aren't bendable, so probably eating like you've got a deformity.
Yep.
Using them in public anyway.
What about straws?
No, they get those real thick paper ones,
Oh.
and when you leave it into a thick shake or a frappe from McDonald's, if you don't drink it straight away, the end of the straw starts getting all soggy,
Oh hell
like
no.
that's in the drink. I know.
Mm-mm.
Unreal.
Yuck.
So where are they getting this paper and stuff from? Don't tell me they're cutting down trees unless it's recycled paper.
Maybe
To
it
think
is
that you
recycled.
to think that you're putting it in your mouth. Oh.
Yeah. I couldn't do it. Uh-uh.
I think I better take. You can buy those metal straws, and I might just start using them. I think.
You said the metal straws?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
those.
some of those.
Yeah,
But I had plastic ones too.
yeah.
I've never had a paper one.
Oh, it's terrible. What do you still? Do you still have plastic over there?
Yeah, we have plastic.
Oh.
That's why I was like, oh. Do they let you have plastic water bottles?
Yeah, like the water still comes in plastic bottles, or it
Oh,
would leak through. They couldn't make it out of, unless they made carton water. but I
Yeah,
don't
they
think
could
anyone's going
ban
to
it
drink that. Ugh.
in a glass bottle or something. Because I
Yeah.
heard, I don't know if it's true, but in California, supposedly, like, the plastic bottles and stuff, you can't have those.
Oh, that's
I don't
silly.
know.
Oh, probably because it's near the beach. I think they're worried that a lot of plastic gets into the ocean
Yeah,
and it affects a lot of animals, sea animals.
well, that's why they should just put trash cans everywhere then. No, I'm just kidding. I just thought it was crazy. When I heard that, I was like, wow. Because I buy plastic and all that to go camping, and I miss camping. We didn't. I don't think we even got to go last summer.
Uh, I'd have to go glamping, not camping.
Glamping.
If it had air conditioning and it had a mosquito net all around it, I'd be right.
Oh my gosh, we found this one place. It's like back there, and it's in the woods, out in the country, and um, you can either take your RV or they have these little cabins, and the cabin's got bunk beds in them, and it's got a little table and a microwave, and it's even got the air condition, like a heat and air unit little thing in the window. Well,
Oh,
it's like really, how much was it a night there at that place we went, the Hidden Lake campground?
$50 a night.
Yeah, it's $50 a night for the cabin, which ain't bad because usually it's over 100 at other places. But we went there
oh,
this year. It was so fun because they had it's called Hidden Lake Campground, and they have a
oh
little
yeah,
lake and all kinds. They got like the little paddle boats and stuff you can get on.
that'd be good.
Yeah, and I think we were like one of the, I say maybe two. Yeah, I guess there was another couple that was staying there too, and but they were in an RV, and we were the only ones that had a cabin. So it's not like a very busy place either, so you don't have to worry about like a bunch of people being there and all that.
Were there bears there?
Yeah, there's bears out there.
Oh hell no.
There's bears everywhere.
There's none here.
They don't really
Only
bother you.
koalas. I
They
know you don't know what to believe. You see some things on YouTube where they come to the door, black bears, and people just say, "Oh, get out, get lost," and they run away. And then you see other bear things, and they're biting their head off.
Oh yeah. We had up the road here, this one guy not long ago, a bear came, or it might have been a woman, but she had to go to the hospital. It was like it came up on her porch and she was out there and she was like trying to tell it to go away, but it ended up swiping at her.
Oh,
I don't know what I would do if I seen a bear. I'd probably just go lock myself in a room.
oh yeah, and hope
Or
they don't get in the house. They'd no, and then they'd be one
yeah.
bang, and the claws would be going through the door.
This one place we camp at, it's in Cityco, and it's along like a little creek like thing where you can fish, and it's free there, but it is full of wildlife.
No.
But I
What
love
other
it out there.
what other things are there in the bush, or what you call it, the woods,
Just
that
like
could kill you?
coyotes and stuff like that, foxes, nothing. I mean, I think bears might be the worst. I don't know. And we got wild hogs.
You've got what?
Hogs,
Pigs.
yeah,
Oh yeah, hogs. Oh yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Boars.
yeah.
BOAR. We call them bush pig.
Bush pig.
That's another thing that Aussies say as a slang to say to someone who doesn't look real good. Oh, look at that bush pig.
Oh my god. Look at that bush pig over there. Yeah. I was gonna
Yes.
ask y'all, um, my next live, what do y'all want me to talk about?
Like a subject. Hmm.
Like
Anything.
you want me to look up like cases? I mean, I follow cases anyway. I just don't talk about them. But oh, did you talk? I'm sorry, but okay, the guy that got arrested for unaliving those 4 college students in Idaho.
All
So,
right, yeah.
did you look that up?
I saw a little bit. He's creepy in the face. There's something
Yeah.
wrong with him.
Well, I heard, I don't know if the audio is real or if somebody has made it up, but supposedly it's the audio and it was leaked and it was from the neighbor's ring door camera and you can
Oh,
hear them being unalived. Like it was supposedly
yeah.
Dana and Ethan are the two that you could hear and you could hear Ethan screaming. Um,
Oh,
I'm not sure what he was saying. I need to listen to it with earphones in, but I thought he said "get off of me," or but you can hear like the thumping. You can all kinds of stuff.
it probably is true because if
Yeah,
they've got those camera things, you can pick up audio from it.
yeah, you can. So I don't know. It was put out there, and supposedly it was leaked, and that's the audio from you know all that.
Were any neighbours home when
Yeah,
it happened?
I reckon I would say. I mean, I'm not positive, but I know after it happened, I seen like neighbors were out there talking and stuff. So I'm not sure. But
They were.
supposedly the one of the roommates, because there was 2 other roommates there that he didn't unalive, and she said that. So I think the one on the very bottom floor, I don't think she would have heard anything, but the one on the second floor, um, her initials are DM, but evidently she supposedly, well, not supposedly, she did, she seen him in the house whenever it
Oh,
happened. He walked right by her. She said that she froze and went in her room and locked her door, but she didn't know that he had done what he done. Like, I mean, it didn't come out and say everything she said. I'm sure in the court hearing there's going to be more to it, but
yeah.
everybody keeps saying, if he walked right by her, because she described him to the cops like all she could see was like he had his face covered and stuff, but his eyes and his eyebrows. She said he had bushy eyebrows, which he does.
And
Um,
he has weird eyes.
yeah,
Not
his
that,
eyes are
not that they're
creepy.
shaped anyway. It's just the vibe you get from looking at them.
Yeah, it's a lot. I've noticed that a lot of people that have that I've seen that have done stuff like that to people, it's like there's something in their eyes, like they have no soul.
Well, yeah. Or there's a demon in their soul. The
Yeah.
demon that's inside of them.
But he really thinks he's going to get away with this because he studied criminology and all that. And he also was like some kind of teacher assistant and would teach too. And evidently, he even applied at the police department because he wanted to work with I guess, the technology part. And I think
Ah,
I believe he wanted to do that so he can learn how,
yeah. How it
yeah,
goes and what the protocols are
yeah.
and all
But
that.
his
Ah,
phone was pinged at their house several times. He was stalking them. Like it was pinged over there. And then the day after he done that, the next morning, he like went back to that area and it showed it on his phone.
They say that with a lot of crime, um, when people do things like that, they go back the next day and
Do you know
look.
how they got him?
Not how.
So the knife, the sheath that the knife was in or whatever, it must have
Yep.
fell off his belt or something, but they found it, and the only DNA they got off of it was on the button snap of the sheath, and it was his DNA.
Oh. Probably come off when he was struggling.
Yeah, because also it sounded like Ethan fought back.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
you can hear it in the audio. Like Ethan was fighting for his life, and he was fighting for his girlfriend's life.
Yeah. He
Like
must
it's
be.
sad. It almost brought me to tears. I was like, oh my gosh.
Mm.
It's just like, I mean, it's sad. That's the last thing they seen was his face. And I hope, I don't know. I just hope the two females that were upstairs, I know Xana and Ethan was awake and all that, whenever it happened, I reckon. Um, because you can hear them fighting back, you know, and all that. But I hope, what is it, Kaylee? And I hope I said her name right. And Maddie, Madison or something. Oh, Lord, I can't even think right now, but I believe that's the right names. But I hope they were asleep because
Yeah.
I hope they didn't have to see his face.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be horrible.
Yeah. I mean, I want to say, I mean, I hope they were able to fight back, you know, and hit him or something, but I don't want to say that. I just hope they were asleep so they didn't have to see him.
Mm.
Just, I don't know. I couldn't imagine just going to someone's house and just slicing them up like that. It's sad.
Terrible.
But he thinks he's going to get away with it.
Yeah, he's
So,
probably got
we'll
that
see.
personality, narcissistic.
Yeah, that's what I said. And I hope, I don't think he's going to get away with it. I think the cops have way more because they took a lot out of the thing they released to the public
Yeah.
and stuff. So I believe that there's way more they have on him because they were watching him, and evidently when he went to his parents' house in Pennsylvania, when he was taking the trash out and stuff, he was wearing gloves and he was putting it in the neighbor's trash can.
I wonder
So
if he's done it before.
I know I seen somebody comment in somebody else's chat, and they said, I wonder if he unalived the girl that lived in his neighborhood that went missing.
Probably did. He probably got away with that. So he
Yep.
thought he'd go bigger.
Mhm. Something about the what is the BTK killer or something like that. There's like
Uh,
but somebody else said they think that he done a lot of what a lot of the serial killers did. Like that was like he wanted a lot of that action all in it.
not
I don't know.
copycat.
Yeah, but see, when he walked by, one of the roommate that he didn't get. Well, it just like she went in her room and locked her door, and a lot of people are like, why didn't she call 911? You know, but she probably didn't think nothing because evidently they partied a lot and all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But she, the way she said she froze and stuff, but there, like I said, there could be more to that. You know, I don't know, but because the cops weren't called until 8 hours later. So
Why
I
did
don't know.
someone come and find them
Well,
or
when the
something?
roommates woke up,
So there
um,
was someone else in the house, in their place, and they were asleep and he didn't get them.
Yeah,
Well, how?
that's
If they're
that's
yelling and
I'm not
making,
understanding it. They're
if
saying
they,
they didn't hear it.
well, if it can be picked up by the neighbour's doorbell thing, um, surely they would be able to hear it.
Yeah,
No,
but people said that the neighbor's ring cam. I can't remember how many feet, but they said it picked up Ethan and Xana because it wasn't far from, I guess, maybe where their room was
all right, yeah.
or something. But they also said the girl on the third floor, the one at the very bottom, they said that there's no way she would have heard it. I guess there was something about an add, like a lot of stuff was added to the on, like an add-on.
Yeah.
And even somebody that has lived in that house before said that if you're down there, you can't hear nothing. So they said they could see why she didn't hear anything. But the one on the second floor that said he walked by her and went out the sliding glass door because she froze. And I believe it said she opened her door 3 times. And so I don't, but supposedly, allegedly, she also deals with childhood trauma. So I don't know if maybe she was in shock or he could have said something to her, like if he did see her, because supposedly he just walked right by her, like she froze and he walked right by her. But I wonder if maybe he said like, if you call the cops, I'm going to come back and get you, or
Mm.
I don't know. I think I don't know if
Well,
maybe he just didn't see her standing there because her door opened. Like if you're pushing it in, you don't pull it outwards. Her bedroom door opens inwards. So I wonder if it was cracked to where she might have been looking out where the hinges were and he didn't
uh,
see her. Maybe her bedroom light was off. Or if he was just in his zone, all the adrenaline.
yeah.
So he just focused on getting out of there. And some people said that they think, like some of the other serial killers, like he wanted to be like that. So 4 people was his number or something. Like, I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe that's what makes you a serial killer is 4 people. I, I'd have to look that up, but that's what was said.
He's switching his brain where it says where you're learning something, but you know that it's wrong and you wouldn't do it. Must be broken. It's like
Yeah.
he was learning so much because he enjoyed it.
Yeah, and he wanted to know what it felt like to be like that.
Mm. Yeah.
Because that study that he wanted to do that he put out for people that have um he put out a study. He wanted people to come to him and wanted to know their feelings or whatever on how it feels to do a crime and not get caught. Like, do,
Uh,
yeah. So I
when
believe he can say he's innocent, but no, there's too much. And like he turned off his cell phone or he put on airplane mode one, I can't remember, like on the way to their house that night to do that. And then he waited till he got, I think it was like 5 minutes away from their house and turned it back on after he done it.
what? So
Like,
no one could ring him.
yeah, like, because he
But
didn't want them to be able to track where he was. But I mean, it was obvious, and then he came back the next morning. I think it was like 9 something in the morning. He came back and drove by. I wonder if he realized he like lost the sheath and was thinking about going back in to try to get it, or if he was just
yeah,
driving by to see if the cops or anything was there yet.
you'd think even though it's has airplane mode, you'd still think that they'd have the technology to track it, the
Yeah,
phone.
Yeah, I think so too. But I'm not sure. Somebody said it was on. He put it on airplane mode, but I heard he turned it off. So I don't know which one it really is. But they have him like stalking their house several times before that. So
Yeah.
it's it's just creepy to think they could like him looking in their windows at them while they're do whatever they're doing.
Mm.
I don't know. It's just, I mean, what made him go after them? I heard that he might not like women very much,
Uh,
but now he has a lawyer that is a woman, so I wonder how that makes him feel.
yeah.
But
I
I
hope he
see him.
likes. I hope he likes. Wants to know the feeling of being locked up for years and years and years, or put to death if they have that there. Do they still do that?
Uh, oh, the death penalty?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Kaylee's dad, I think, wants the death penalty. He said he forgives him,
Yeah.
but he still needs to pay justice for what he done.
Yeah.
But I think all the parents of the kids, because there's 4 kids, so I think they would
Yeah.
all have to agree on the death penalty in order for the prosecution to push that.
Well, they need to because he's one evil person, and you can't tell me that he'll change.
Yeah. And also, I heard that since he's vegan, that the freaking jail is letting him have vegan food. I wonder if that's true. Why, why the hell should he get special treatment after what the hell he done?
I'd be just giving him the vegetable peelings. I say, here you go.
Yeah, you want vegan? Here you go. I don't know. I feel like I hope that's not true, but it's even an article I read, it said it. So maybe it is true that they are giving him his vegan food, but I don't know. I don't think he should get special treatment. I mean, look what
No.
the hell he did.
And I'd just say, okay, you want vegetables? I'd just give him plain old vegetables. You're not getting any fancy dishes with certain spices and
Mhm.
flavourings. You're just getting vegetables.
Yep. And how his aunt said that he made his mom or whatever throw away all those pots and pans because she cooked meat on them before and stuff. Well, I hope that he knows that that vegan food probably came off pots and pans that had meat on them before.
Yeah, of course.
It's just
Oh,
it's sad all the way around. And but the weird thing is, supposedly, I don't know if it's true, that when they arrested him, he said, "Did anyone else get arrested?" I don't know if he really said that or if that's just a rumor, but supposedly that he said that. So I wonder if he was like trying to trick the cops into thinking someone else was there or something too, or involved to try to set
yeah,
something else up. But the cops are saying they're confident he was the only one involved,
yeah,
and they are seeming pretty confident because they took a while to arrest him, and evidently they followed him for a while.
yeah. Does he live
And
with his parents still?
no, he was living in Washington, yeah, is that Washington, USA? Oh, USA. Shit.
Yeah,
You um the Washington College or whatever. It's like I think it said 10 minutes away or maybe. It's not far
oh,
from.
he was living at the college.
Yeah, he had a apartment
All right.
and he supposedly was going home for the holidays and his dad flew in from Pennsylvania and was riding with him to back all the way back from Washington State University is where he went. WSU, yeah. Washington State University. All the way to Pennsylvania. Like, ain't that's like hours and hours, days, maybe. I don't know how long it takes to get there, but it's all the way across the freaking world.
Across the country, not the world. We'd be here.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Across
Long,
the
long
world.
way.
Yeah, that's so I understand why he didn't just drive there himself because he got pulled over twice on the way there and it showed the body cam footage and at that time the cops that had pulled him over and stuff, there wasn't like a vehicle that the cops had put out that they were looking for or a suspect, so they didn't know that that was him that done that. But it showed the body cam footage, and he was driving every time that they were pulled over. So why the hell didn't he just drive there by himself? Why did his dad have to fly in for him to drive all the way there? Was he that scared?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he went there to hide the car because even so he still had Pennsylvania plates whenever this happened. And it was either 5 or 10 days, something along those lines, after he done what he done, he went and he uh applied for the tags to be switched over to Washington. So I think that was the trick the cops up or something, but they caught on to it.
Yeah, they'd know more, the
Yeah.
things that they do than what he would say.
Yep. It's just uh I just
They're
couldn't
way ahead,
imagine.
way ahead.
Yep. He thought he was getting away with it. He wanted to do it. I think he wanted to do it to see how it felt and to see if he could get away with it. But he messed up. He
Unbelievable.
wasn't as good as he thought he was.
They should
Like,
put
yeah,
him to death.
yep. It's like just because you are studying that doesn't mean that that's something you're going to get away with. But I do. I think like you think. He started studying that stuff to oh, I didn't see these ones. Hold on, let me block. I didn't
Yeah.
see these other comments from the 69 up top. An error occurred. Yeah. Well. Oh crap.
And I haven't seen any more talking from
Oh
anyone.
no,
Hey?
I was trying to get rid of these comments, but I can't figure out how. Oh, I think I did it. Okay. I didn't want that on there.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I think he was studying it like you said to try to learn more about it to get away with it.
Yeah. Get more
It's
knowledge on the subject.
yeah, it's creepy.
Why would you want to learn that anyway?
Uh,
To catch people or
um,
to
I
put the
think his
thought into.
plan was to be like study it so he could maybe be a lawyer or something, or to work crime scenes maybe. I, I don't know.
I hope he hasn't set that off with the rest of his students. Hope they
Yeah,
see what he's done and what happens.
copycat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've thought about that. I hope. And sometimes I wonder, like, if anybody showed up for that study that he put out that he wanted, like, I don't know, I wonder if he got ideas from them.
Who would do that? If you got away with something, you done something, you wouldn't tell anyone. As if you'd go into a study, because then They'd be thinking, oh, hell no, he'll tell on us.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Well, there's dumb ones out there though
Hmm.
that probably would do it. I don't I don't know. I just even his family, I mean, of course they're his parents, so they're going to stick by his side. You know, I can't judge them, but I hope to God like they didn't know
Yeah.
because that's wrong if they did. But they don't think he done it. Is what they've said that they got the wrong guy. He wouldn't have done something like that. But a lot of people say that about people they know, and a lot of times, yeah, that person you just didn't know that side of that person.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
People have many facets in life.
yep. Phew. But well, hell, it's 10:11, so I reckon I'm gonna get off here, and I'm going to. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm waiting on him to say it's time to go to bed. But I'm gonna look up something. I don't know. I'm gonna look up a subject to
Yeah.
talk about and
Well,
stuff.
text me the subject thing that you're going to do so I can look at it too. So if you want to discuss it, we can talk.
Yeah. I need to do that. Do you have Newsbreak?
What's that?
Oh, it's called Newsbreak app, but well, it's for here, but I've seen
Yeah,
stories about the UK and stuff in it before, but I didn't know if you had Newsbreak app.
I'll
I'll
have a look
send you
for
a
it.
picture of what it looks like and you can see if you
Yeah,
have it.
yeah,
Because that's where I get a lot like of cases that are going on or things that's happened even around here and stuff. It pops up on there.
oh, that'd be good. I
So,
hope so.
yeah.
Okay, then. Good
So,
night if there's anyone watching.
I'm not sure. It says there's one eyeball, but I'm not sure if it's you or if somebody's watching.
Oh, no.
But if anybody's watching, we love y'all and thank
Yep.
you for joining us. And we hope you have a great day/night, whatever it is where you live. And we will talk to you soon. And don't ever be afraid to join chat and even just chat with us. Heck, ask me, but hey, let me come up there and talk with y'all. You
Yeah,
know,
that'd be good because I'd like to hear.
yep,
It's better when you can actually hear someone than just looking at them typing.
yep.
Yeah,
But
that'd be good.
all right, well, I love you,
I
and
love
I'm
to.
going to get on there and start looking. I was going to try to do a shirt real quick, but it's probably too late to even get started on that. I'll have to do that in the morning.
Yep.
Kids are at
All
church.
right then. Good
All right,
night.
good
Love you.
night.
Bye.
Love you.
See
Bye.
ya. See ya, mate.
See you.
Hey, Mike!
Oh, he makes me weak. He's a good fellow, but
He wants to
yeah.
come box kangaroos.
Oh, I might, when it's a bit better weather, I might go to the zoo and have a look. They got kangaroos.
Do they?
Yeah.
He does. He said, I want to go to Australia just to box a kangaroo.
All
That'd be
right.
fun. Okay, I love you.
I love you too. Good night.
Good night. Bye.